Center here in Maryland Heights, Missouri. It is the Lindenwood Lions taking on the Bradley Braves. And alongside Mitch Kaminski, I'm Matt Harrington. Mitch, good to have you up here in the booth.
Good to be here, Matt. Good to be here. Very beautiful arena we got here.
Oh, absolutely. This place, the Centene Community Ice Center, the new home of the Lindenwood Lions, and it has been a long time coming for this team, and it's a beautiful new facility, home to the St. Louis Blues practice facility as well. We saw this Bradley team in action last week in Mitch against St. Louis. Two great wins. They started off with a 6-1 win on Friday and then Saturday 5-2. What do they got to do to keep it going here today?
Well, it sounds simple, but keep putting the biscuit in the basket. They scored 11 goals last weekend, and Coach Hamilton was talking earlier this week how they wanted to discipline and keep yourself out of the box so don't give them any extra opportunities. For Lindenwood here, they got all seniors starting, brand new building. Keep your emotions in check. This is their first time skating on this ice in a game. They skated on it for the first time actually earlier today, so keep your emotions in check for tonight, and should be a fun one we got on tap.
It should be a fun one indeed, as you see both teams now skating onto the ice. This is going to be a lot of fun. And again, we mentioned the new facility here for Lindenwood. Just absolutely beautiful. They've got a Jumbotron. You can't see it on your screen there, but it's terrific. And we're going to have the Division II men's team and the Division I men's team playing here at the Centene Community Ice Center, and the women's Division I team as well, which is NCAA.
First impression is it's very loud in here, especially when we arrived. The music was blaring, could barely hear anything. So it's definitely an intimidating place to play, especially if they get a full crowd here. It's going to be a nice place for home games for years to come for Lindenwood.
It is indeed a beautiful new facility. We're going to get the starting lineups here for both teams in the national anthem, and then after that we will come back and get you ready for Lindenwood and Bradley. We'll be right back after this. All right, welcome back here to the Centene Community Ice Center. National anthem and starting lineups are complete. Lindenwood going with an all-senior starting lineup to begin this new home here at the Centene Community Ice Center. Mitch, let's take a look at our starting goalies for this one. For Lindenwood, they're going to be going with Josh Martin. And then for Bradley, they're going to go with Joshua Sule, who we saw had a great performance on Friday.
Yeah, Sule looked really good Friday. The rebound control was there, and he only gave up 1 goal, and that was because the announcer jinxed him in the third period. But, yeah, no, he looked very sharp, so hopefully keeps it going here because they're going to need all the help they can get from him back there.
Absolutely. This place is very loud. I can tell you right now that they have got a brand new sound system installed. I mean, they're ready to go here. This is home to 3 different Lindenwood teams, 2 for the men and 1 for the women. So we will get ready here for face-off at center ice. Here we go, officially underway here at the Centene Community Ice Center. It's the Lions that control the draw right away in their own end. Bradley and Lindenwood, this is the opening game here for Lindenwood on the season and at this brand new facility, as the Braves will dump this one in. After it now for Bradley is Wes Straker, and it'll be thrown to the other side of the boards. A nice hit by Sam Bryant there for the Braves as it's flipped back through center off the glass. Played again here by Straker for the Braves. Gave it away, nobody there at the line as it was turned over to Michael Schrader. Lindenwood across the line, quickly thwarted by Spence as he'll fire this one back down the length of the ice.
Nice to see Bradley being physical early, making their presence known here.
No question about that. Up along the boards, Josh Lynn has it for the Lions. He'll send it across the ice as they come into the zone. Here's a quick shot on goal, no problem for Sule as he makes his first stop of the night.
Nice job there. No rebound given up, which is good to see. And like I was saying, Bradley showing, hey, we're not going to get rolled over here. They're making their presence known on the boards.
Sule making his first stop of the night. 19:05 to go here in this first period between the Lindenwood Lions and the Bradley Braves. Shot from the point, missed the net. Sule was ready, but it went wide. Ian Preck now on it for the Lions, pushing this one down low. Here's a pass on the front, they score! The goal there from Nick Tolovoski, and he's got the Lions on the board first. It's 1-0.
Nice job by Tolovoski getting to the slot. Beat him top shelf there, and that's the last thing Bradley needed, getting down early, because Lindenwood off to a quick start in the new building.
They sure are. That is the first goal of the season for Lindenwood, and they lead it 1-0. Tolovoski gets credit for it. Nice shot that just went over the glove side of Sule, and just 1 minute and 7 seconds into this game, the Lions lead it 1-0.
These next 5 minutes are going to be critical here, seeing how Bradley responds to it. Getting down early with an early goal. This is really the first time they've been down all season, so let's see how they handle a little adversity here going down early to a very good team.
We saw them go down against Illinois State, but of course that was a Division I team. Now back here at D2 play, we'll see how they adjust. This one backhanded in deep by Sean Vitti, and it'll be played over here by the Braves. That's Sam Lucchese. Now off a skate, and Vitti able to play it back right down low. This one off some bodies and now finally coming out through center. And the Braves will play this one here. Up in the air, this one controlled by the Lions. Coleman Vardy in there with Nick Thorpe for the Lions. Lions across the line again. Here they come into the zone. Sule sticks this one into the netting and out of play for another stoppage. 18-12 to go in period number 1. This will be the first of 2 games between these 2 teams. They'll play tomorrow afternoon at 2 o'clock, and fortunately we won't be able to have a live stream for you of that game, but happy to bring you live stream here tonight from Maryland Heights, Missouri. Off the draw, this one taken by the Lions, Kyle Van Wyck. It'll go off some skates, intercepted by the Braves. Might be a break here. Here's Sorrentino on the backhand. Good stop by Martin, and he will wisely just hang on to this one.
Good play there to get it to the front of the net. Never a bad decision to throw one on because you never know what's going to happen, and getting a shot on goal early. So
Sorrentino, you can see here on the replay, just light little backhander, no problem for Martin, who turned it aside. And Cam Etchison will be on the draw for the Braves. Number 19, we saw the captain last year, Cody Esposito, wear number 19, and now it'll be Etchison this year. Here's a break the other way. Cito with the shot saved by Sule right off the logo, loose in front, and still whacking around, no whistle, and it'll go back behind the net. The
Wow.
Braves caught a break there.
Nice job clearing it off the line. Because Lindenwood couldn't locate it. Bradley was able to get to it first, and nice job there with the pile up. Kind of a scrum there to get it out of harm's way, clearing it off the line there. But they're very lucky Lindenwood wasn't able to find that because the goal was sitting there waiting for him.
Yeah, I don't know if you were able to see with that replay, but you could see that puck just sitting, as you mentioned, Mitch, right on that line. And a big break. Here's another try in front,
Nice
broken
block
up.
right there.
That's Corey Kohut in front of the net for the Braves. And now they will play this one up through center, a 2-on-2. Here's Etchison with the shot that goes high off the glass. And Sorrentino trying to work it back. Etchison got bumped off, no penalty called. Lions come into the zone. Shane Plummer had his stick broken up there. And now back to the point. Here's Vitti with it. Vitti with the shot, save there. Rebound backhanded out of the zone by Nick Sorrentino. Right back on the line it comes Ty Ennis with it. Ennis got some space, floats it out in front, and Sule covers it with the glove.
Man, I'll tell you, if you're Lindenwood right now, you got to be feeling really good about yourself because they have had some quality chances so far and a couple really good looks at the net.
That one just a little bit of floater. It looked like he was trying to find a man in front there for Sule, but get an offensive zone face-off here for the Lions. 17:04 to go in this first period. The Lions lead it 1-0 on that goal from Nick Tobolowski. Up the boards it comes. Here's Luke Gassett. Gassett with some speed, got some room, and bumped off the puck there. Still has possession as he moves it to the point. Here's the shot right on. Sule able to pat it away. And again, good job by Gassett playing it momentarily. And now it comes out of the zone for Ian Preck. Preck will come right across center ice. And this one's dumped in deep by Lindenwood. Throwing up the boards, Nig the intended target. He's got it for Bradley. Had it whacked right off his stick as the Lions keep the zone. Into the corner it'll go now for Josh Lynn. He'll throw this one back around. Braves trying to get it out, they can't. And now Brooks Blackburn will take it for Bradley. Blackburn up the boards, looking for Wes Straker. And so work along here with Bobby Bross, who grabs a hold of it for Lindenwood. This breakout has looked speedy for the Lions. Here they come. Nick Thorpe bumped off there. Good defensive play from Sam Lucchese. Braves gain possession again as Lucchese gave it away right back to Bobby Bross, who will fire this one in deep. Lucchese gave it away again. Look out. That one went off the stick of Sule. And now Bradley desperately trying to get it out. They do. There's an odd man rush the other way for Seth Bishop. Bishop with the pass looking for David Tuttle, but broken up by the Lions, so they'll regroup here in their own end. No question about it, though, Mitch. The early takeaway I've seen is Lindenwood, no doubt, they're the faster team here.
Yeah, and they've been dominating in time of possession. Bradley looks a little sluggish off the bus today, for sure. Because, yeah, you said it. They've definitely had a leg up all night, speed-wise.
Sean Vitti couldn't hold it. This will go back into the Lindenwood end, and Bishop will come off for the change here for the Braves. Chance to take a little breath here before beginning to defend again. Just under 15 minutes here to play in period number one. 1-0 lead for the Lindenwood Lions. Braves have it again at center. This one floated right up for Tintera, but he couldn't grab a hold of that one. Backhanded into the zone. Nice little behind-the-back maneuver by Nick Elliott. And it'll go back the other way for Sam Bryant for the Braves. Shots on goal right now are 6-1 in favor of Lindenwood. Sorrentino trying to work it with one hand up the boards, but got stuffed on that attempt. Preck in front of the net, broken up by Brooks Blackburn.
Nice play right there.
Now back to the back door. They were looking for Preck and held on to at the point. Shane Plummer, and this one will go out of play. Much needed whistle, and we get a stoppage with 14-14 to go in the first.
Well, Bradley's got to try and get something going here on the offensive end because it's a little bit tilted on their half of the ice here. So getting some time of possession would be nice to start because they've really had no good looks. And these Lindenwood defensemen, very long, so it's been tough to even get it into the zone in general.
Preck with the shot sort of wide of the blocker side there of Sule. Now Bradley finally able to exit the zone, but a hand pass is called here by the officials. So it'll go back in the Braves end for another face-off to the left of goaltender Joshua Sule. And we're live from Maryland Heights, Missouri at the Centene Community Ice Center, the brand new home of Lindenwood hockey, and the St. Louis Blues practice facility just opened to the public about 2 weeks ago.
$78 million arena.
Yeah.
And you can tell it
is gorgeous
nice
in here. It is beautiful as Lindenwood has possession back behind the net. We're joking, just a little bit nicer than the Owen Center back in Peoria, Mitch.
Just a bit. But I will say this, the Owen Center had a lot more fans coming.
This one will go back behind the net here for Lindenwood. Shane Plummer working it as he tried to get it for Ian Preck. Thrown out in front of the net, intercepted by a Brave. And that's Cam Etchison who finds his man right off the bench. Logan Nigg got bumped up a little there, and he's slow to get up. Nigg took a hard hit, and he is limping his way to the bench here, so we'll keep an eye on Logan Nigg. He was slow to skate off the bench.
That doesn't look good. Looks like a lower body injury. We'll have to keep an eye on that.
Yeah, for sure, as Lindenwood will regroup here in their own end. 13:08 to go in the first as they play this one up ice. Eric Fisher with a nice pass ahead for Gassett at the back door across, and Sule just got a piece of it with the glove. Big break there for the Braves. And another hand pass called here by the back official, so we get another stoppage.
Nice crisp passing there, Sule. Nice job getting over and just getting a piece of it. You got just enough of it. Don't know if it would have went on net there with the trajectory, but still a way to be in position there.
12:56 here to go in the first. It'll be Josh Lynn on the draw against David Tuttle. Lynn able to win it back for his Lions club. Into the zone, Michael Schrader trying to throw it on net. The intended target was Lynn as they continue to muscle up along the boards. Here's Schrader, kept in at the point, and Schrader gets it back. Schrader will go to the small but dangerous Luke Gassett. It'll come and be thrown around back behind the net by Schrader. Lynn and Schrader have been controlling the possession here on this shift for Lindenwood. We're going to get an icing here against the Braves, so it'll go back down into the Bradley end.
Icing's one of those things you're going to have to watch with the Braves because you're already a little bit slower than Lindenwood. Lindenwood's definitely the faster team, so you don't want to have tired legs out there,
right,
especially with the team already has the speed advantage on you. So,
only goal of this game came a minute 7 into the period from Nick Tobolowski. Here's another shot on goal, and the rebound being whacked at here by both clubs. Kept in at the point there by Vitti, as he'll throw it back around at the side. That's Josh Crandall who gave it away. Tuttle off a stick there and back the other way. That's Trevor Cooney on the ice. Haven't seen a ton of him so far tonight. Nice pass across. Oh, what a stop by Sule. Oh my goodness. Desperation, and Sule just made the save of the year so far. My goodness.
Nice job getting the paddle on it. And the defense guy, he got lost behind the defense there. No one had a mark. And like you said, very excellent save right there.
I think that's the best save I've ever seen Sule make. And my goodness, keeping Bradley just down by 1. What a stop.
You know, that could be a momentum shifter here, too. Maybe that's what you need to get going.
This one played out through center, hustling back there. And able to get the play was Kohut. Some of the Lindenwood fans wanted an interference penalty. They're not going to get it.
Mostly because there's not many fans here.
Wow, Mitch. Ruthless.
The theme was invisibility night, and they came out in droves.
Up along the boards now. This will be played out through center. And taken a hold of here by Ian Precht. Precht will play it through. Trying to get around the defenseman there. That's Bryant. Off the glass, and it'll come back out through center here. As Lindenwood will regain possession, Kyle Van Wyck. And he'll play catch here with Cameron Cito. 10:42 to go in the first. Bradley trailing Lindenwood 1-0. This game very well could be 2. Here's a giveaway for Bradley. On it there was Andrew Schmidt. Couldn't formulate anything there though, so it'll come back through center. Power wave on, will paddle this one ahead. This one dumped in by Cam Etchison. Schmidt will go after it again here for the Braves. And back around. 10:18 to go in the first. Lindenwood on top again, 1-0 if you're just joining us. Nick Tobolowski with the only goal for Lindenwood, a minute 7 in. Here's Ryan Spence for the Braves. We're working on that line with Nigg and Schmidt. And this one will come out through center. Here's Cameron Cito. Brooks Blackburn, though, able to win that race. and play it through center. Fired off the glove of Blackburn and back down. Sule will just drop this one off for a defense partner. That's Jack Power wave on for the Braves. Blackburn now for Bradley. They'll lift this one through center, and Spence will just fire that one in. Martin will leave it back. Eric Fisher now for Lindenwood. Nice pass across for Tyler Ennis. And a bump there, nice little play. Here's Plummer trying to go to the back door.
I thought he might have been offsides there. That was close.
Dylan Miller was the intended target there on that attack from Lindenwood. This will be Logan Nigg up along the boards. Good to see Nigg back up on the ice here for Bradley after he left his shift with an injury. Wes Straker to play it now for the Braves back behind the goal. And look out, the net came off its moorings. And they're going to have to stop the play here as we get a whistle. 9:03 to go in the first.
Martin took a little shot in the back of the head there from that, too. I think the stick that knocked the net off caught him in the back of the helmet.
It did. I'm just looking at it here on the replay, and yeah, it did catch him there on the side. 9:03 remaining in period number one. Lindenwood on top of Bradley, 1-0.
I wonder if that's a little gamesmanship there. I mean, it could have been an accident, but hey, anything to get him rattled.
Yeah, you're down 1-0. You got to try and do anything you can to get back in this thing. Across the line it comes. The pass over from Lynn, who was separated there. And now fired right back into the zone by the Braves. Martin will leave this one back for Sean Vitti. Bishop whacking it away momentarily. And now Lindenwood will come 3-on-2 through center. Pass across from Lynn. To the back door it comes. There's the shot fired wide by Nick Tobolowski, looking for number 2 here on the evening. Now it'll go back. Trevor Cooney trying to extend the twig and get this one out of the zone. And I think it was caught in his equipment there for a moment. But now Seth Bishop will take it here for the Braves. Bishop trying to go for Tintera there. And right back across the line was Gassett. Lindenwood tried to tag up there on the offside. Not going to work. We get a whistle.
Lynn, nice defensive play. Unfortunately, it's for the wrong team. Setting a little pick on his own man. And Bradley will take what they can get.
They sure will. Faceoff will be outside of the Braves' defensive end. It'll be Tintera to take the draw. And he'll win it along with Cole Harris out there. This is that top line that did a lot of damage against Illinois State. And we'll see if they can get some action going here. As Harris had a big weekend last weekend as well. Scored a variety of points and goals and assists. They're going to look to lean on him here tonight as well.
Illinois State was no slouch of an opponent either. D1 club hockey team, and Bradley hung right with them. So hopefully we can see similar results tonight.
Harris trying to bump it back for a teammate. Gave it away. Here's the pass broken up by that stick of Sule. He's been using it well tonight. This will go out through center. Harris trying to track down that loose change with Braxton Walby. And Harris looking at him go without the stick now as he gets hit up along the boards. Good physical effort from Cole Harris, but he'll have to come get a new twig from the bench. He'll just come off and get a change. Then went into the zone, bumped off by Sorrentino, and Blackburn gets a nice little shove in there too. Braves will throw this one through center ice, and it'll come right off of Nick Elliott here in front of the penalty box area. No penalties so far in this game.
That has been good. That's the one bright spot so far.
Blackburn gets a nice hit in there. Across, Sule fights it off, and finally a whistle. And Sule just had to hold tight to that one there. Nice shot.
Nice job earlier, too, by Power Wave on with the stick in the zone. He got the stick down on the ice and stopped the pass coming across in the slot. And then we got the replay here. Nice job by Sule preventing any rebound from coming in. Van Wyck was coming in from the other side. They didn't see him because he was wide open, so luckily for Bradley, no damage done on that one.
6:52 to go here in the first. 1-0 Lindenwood on that goal from Nick Tobolowski. This one will be played right outside the offensive zone for Eric Fisher, who will go across. Tripped up there, and we're going to have a penalty as Schrader went down. It will be a trip, and the Lions are going to get their first power play chance of the game.
You know what? That's the old announcer jinx there. He shouldn't have said anything, and that's what happened. Well, I definitely should keep my mouth shut, but that's unfortunate. Now, this would be a big kill for Bradley, though. Down 1-0. It could be a lot more than that. Sule's bailed him out on a couple times. You get a nice penalty kill here, that's maybe what you need to swing the momentum back in your favor. So let's see the first look at this Bradley penalty kill. 6:37
here to go in the first, and it'll be Sorrentino that sits for 2. Nice to have that view right at the numbers here from the press box area, and you can perfectly see who it is right away.
Big face-off here for Spence, too. This would be nice to get a win here and not allow Lindenwood to set up whatever power play they got dialed up.
And instead, Lindenwood will win the draw, as it'll be taken here and backhanded deep by Luke Gassett. And they'll continue to work around the perimeter here. Braves doing a good job protecting that box in front of the net. Shane Plummer will go across to the point. This one dumped down low. And it'll come up back top for Ty Ennis. Sent down low by Plummer. Ennis and Plummer are the two working at the point on this power play. And you have Gassett down there on the left wing side as well. Gassett looking for a lane. He'll just go back down low. Kohut defending in front of the net with some other Braves. Backdoor across. Sule was out of position, and luckily the Braves able to work it.
Couldn't get the handle on it.
Couldn't get the handle on it is exactly what happened, and Sule had to slide over. Luckily, no shot, though, for him.
Yeah, pass had a little bit too much mustard for Gassett to handle in that one.
Plummer will dump it off. He will get it back here along the boards. And a good job by Nig to break it up, but Plummer working very nicely here for Lindenwood. Here's Gassett. He'll go back down low on that right hash. Lions working this power play, having the Braves setting up that box in front of the net. Lindenwood changing their defense here on their power play. 5:21 to go and 42 seconds on the power play, and a miscue here. And as Vardy couldn't hold it, they'll go back and reset.
New guy came on. I don't think they realized yet. A little miscommunication there.
Tintera trying to play a shorthand and break for the Braves, and we're going to have a penalty coming up. Tintera was tripped right in front of the box, and we're going to go 4-4 here.
Nice job by the Bradley penalty kill, not allowing a whole lot in front. Like you said, they did a nice job defending the box, and they are rewarded by getting a penalty of their own, so they will be at even strength.
So we're going to have 28 seconds of 4-on-4, and then Bradley's going to get about 1 minute and 32 seconds of power play time, which they need, no question. And we'll see what they can do here at 4-on-4. A lot of space here on the ice for both teams to work, as Cole Harris will work along here with Ian Preck. This one bumped right out.
If you're Bradley, you want to get a couple shots to the net before this period's over, because Martin really hasn't been tested all night, so you got to get something going and keep him in the game.
They only have one shot on goal compared to Lindenwood's 11, so no question they've been outnumbered in the shot department.
And a lot of times when you're a goalie, if you're sitting there for a long period of time without any work, you can get lackadaisical back there and drift off. So,
out of the box comes Sorrentino. It's a Braves power play for 1.5 minutes. Shorthand and break here for Lindenwood, and now Bradley able to play it out. Tintera was coming right off the ice. That's who they were looking for. But instead, Lindenwood's going to have possession as they will tip this one in deep. Sule will let Power Wave on play this one for Blackburn. 4:16 to go in the first, 1:09 minutes to go on that power play. Banked too far, and we're going to get an icing here against the Braves as they'll go back into their own end.
You can't have that when you're trying to set up a penalty. That just takes all the air out of your tires of this power play. So hopefully you can win this draw and get something dialed up, because they need to throw anything back. Because like I was saying earlier, when you're a goalie, if you got no work on you, sometimes you can drift off. So you just got to throw something at the net. Remind them that you're still here.
They've had a hard time entering the offensive zone, and when they do, it's more of that dump and chase kind of style of play.
Yeah, they've done a nice job. They got a lot of long, lengthy defensemen, so you get that long stick reach too, which definitely doesn't help your cause. Dumping and chasing doesn't really work, especially when the other team's a little faster than you, so it's really a predicament for the Braves.
Here's a dump in here. Bishop will go and hustle after it along with Nig and Spence. Bishop, and now Nig able to take a hold of it behind the net. Working up along the body of Hunter Schiffman here. Thrown out in front, and Martin will hang on to it. Good job, though, for the Braves. They finally got something on net.
Finally get some traffic near the net. They got a couple bodies there, too. Wasn't anything special, but it's a start.
It is a start, indeed. Not going to be credited with a shot on goal, but at least you get that offensive zone face-off here. And it looks like it'll be Spence out there to take the draw. Power play for another 29 seconds as the Braves win it. Here's a chop pass across for Etchison. Or Straker, rather. As he'll hold on to it, looking in the slot. That one right off the stick of Nick.
That turnover hurts.
And fired in deep here by Ty Ennis. Sule will muster this one up the boards. Straker in there as well. And Blackburn will take it here. 15 seconds left. One last chance here for this Bradley power play. And we'll go back to 5-on-5. Bump pass ahead. Nig will backhand this one in deep. Spence will take it behind the goal as he blew a tire. Back to 5-on-5 here with 3:01 to go in the first. Right out of the box came Coleman Vardy. Here's Vardy with the shot, saved by Sule. Into the midsection, and Brooks Blackburn now going at it here as he gave a little shove and Blackburn goes down, and we're going to have some penalties here most likely. And Blackburn bumped a Lindenwood player. He didn't like it, and we'll see what we get.
You know what, though? I don't mind that from Blackburn necessarily because you got to get some sort of juice going. So mix it up a little bit. Try to get the bench involved in it. You hate to take a penalty, but I don't mind a little feistiness there. It really wasn't. It won't affect them because they both got both got tagged with something. So
coincidental minors here for Blackburn and Coleman Vardy. So they'll go to the box, most likely roughing here for the two of them. And we'll see if we get 4-on-4 or 5-on-5. Let's see what we get here.
Looks like 4-on-4.
It does indeed look that way. So that'll take us to about the 54-second mark.
That doesn't necessarily help Bradley either because with the speed advantage like we've been talking about all night, a little bit more open ice for Lindenwood. So we'll see how they handle it.
Here's a shot from the point that went off the back shin of Bryant. And Bradley finally able to get some going. They were looking for Bishop up ice, but not a strong enough pass there. And now maybe the Braves have something going back the other way. Here's Bishop into the zone with the wrister. Missed that one well wide of the goal. And thrown right back to the other side by Bishop.
Good idea there. You had the option to pass, went to throw one on net. I like that. That put something on there.
Shot from the point again, sailed over the top. Bishop in there with Sorrentino. Two guys from the D3 team that we saw develop last year here moving up to the D2 team. 2:06 to go in the first. Lindenwood on top 1-0. They've been dominating this game. Shots on goal are 12-1 in favor of the Lions. This one will come back to the point. Shot through traffic, just caught a piece of a skate there, and it'll go wide as Bishop able to fire this one out of the zone, where it'll be played by Hunter Schiffman. Lindenwood regathering here as Vardy and Blackburn continue to sit here in the box for roughing. Lindenwood almost played it too far in front of their own net as it's Kyle Tintero working away there for the Braves, but the Lions able to move it out. Here they come across the line. Fan on the shot attempt as it'll be Lucchese who gets bumped off the puck to the point now for Sean Vitti. Lucchese and Braves continuing to work. That's Corey Kohut along with Kyle Tintera and now Cole Harris. Tintera, nice move, might have some space with the wrist shot, deflected out of play off the stick of Vitti. And we get a stoppage of play here. 1:02 remaining.
That one is very glaring on the scoreboard. 12-1 being outshot here. Bradley lucky the score's not 1-0 here. So they can hang on and keep it that way. I think that would be a little bit of a moral victory because it could be a lot worse.
We talked about that big save from Sule. I mean,
that was huge, yeah.
And he is no question the reason why this game isn't more than a 1-0 score.
Sometimes it's better to be lucky than good, but in that case, I think it was a little bit of both.
Schrader with it now. He'll go down low. Both teams have full strength in front, and a stop there by Sule. Again,
another really nice save. Great opportunity in the slot there for Lindenwood. Sule, a nice job thwarting that opportunity.
Again, Sule coming up with a big stop for Bradley, keeping this game at 1-0. Spence lost it. It'll be played into the zone here by Lindenwood. Wes Straker right along the line. A couple of Braves down right in front of that penalty box. Ryan Spence working with Logan Nig. Nig lost it in the wickets. Now our power wave on will circle this one back and throw it up for Spence. Spence into the zone. Got tripped up there was number 26, Ty Ennis. 7 seconds to go in the period. And that'll pretty much do it. One last chance for Lindenwood. It looks like they're just going to hang on and kill off the rest of the time. So that'll do it for period number one. The Bradley Braves trailing the Lindenwood Lions 1-0 after the first period of play. And shots on goal were 13-1 in favor of the Lions. Mitch, your thoughts on this first period? It could be a lot worse for the Braves.
It could be a lot worse. And if you're Bradley, you know you didn't play your best period, but you have to be feeling pretty good that you're only one shot away from tying this thing back up. And that clearly wasn't. They can play much better hockey than this. So I think that, no such thing as a moral victory necessarily, but you're only one shot away from tying it up. So you're right in this game. That was my big takeaway from it.
No question about it. The Braves just need that one bounce, as you mentioned, to go their way. And they're right back in it. So we will take a break here for the intermission at the Centene Community Ice Center alongside Mitch Kaminski. I'm Matt Harrington. It's Lindenwood 1. Bradley nothing after the first. We'll be back for period number 2. And we welcome you back to the Centene Community Ice Center in Maryland Heights, Missouri, as it's Bradley and Lindenwood doing battle here. About to begin the second period of play. A 1-0 lead for the Lindenwood Lions. They dominated that first period. 13 shots on goal, just one for the Bradley Braves. And Mitch, we talked about it earlier, Bradley is lucky to be in this game, quite frankly. What do they have to do to try and turn the tide here in the second?
Just throw more shots on net. I think that's the big thing. Get some sort of traffic. Throw whatever you got on them, because that one's got to change. That's the big thing. And even it's been tough to find quality scoring opportunities for them, but you just got to start by throwing what you got on the net.
Indeed, and we will see if the Braves can turn the tide a little bit here in the second period. Trailing 1-0 against the Lindenwood Lions here at their brand new facility, the Centene Community Ice Center, also home to the St. Louis Blues practice facility. Beautiful new stadium here in Maryland Heights, as Lindenwood will control right down low off the draw. Shane Plummer into the corner now for the Lions as he works up along the boards. This one taken away by the Braves as they'll fire it right across. Logan Nagin there. Lindenwood picking it up. This will go back for Hunter Schiffman for Lindenwood. This will go up the boards now. And Sule will wisely just hang on to this one on the broken shot attempt. Get our first whistle here, 19:13 to go in the second period. Shots on goal here, 14-1 as we mentioned. And Lindenwood will get an offensive zone draw here. Chance to add some more.
Quick start for this period. Lindenwood, the next goal is going to be big here, because if Lindenwood can get the next one, you kind of feel like that would almost put it away.
This one passed across by Preck in front, and that one just over the top of the cage of Sule. Brooks Blackburn will play this one up the boards. Nice little maneuver to get around Van Wyck there, but Lindenwood will grab possession. Blackburn will play it back here for the Braves again off the boards. Kept in, good job by the Lions. Tipped in front, Sule loose, they score! Jammed in right in front of the goal. Sule didn't know where it was. It's 2-0 Lions.
Yeah, like you were saying, Sule got a piece of the initial shot, couldn't locate the rebound, and that's just good placement right there from Lindenwood, picking up the loose change and throwing it into the net. And we were talking about this. It was only 1-0, but it kind of felt like a lot more than that. This one feels big. So Bradley, it's important for Bradley to respond here and respond quickly. Try to get something going and bounce back and get right back into this game.
So a big goal there for the Lions, and they now lead it 2-0. They scored right away at the start of the first period, and they score right away right at the start of the second here, as it's 2-0. This will not be an icing as the Braves catch a break there. Up the boards now, Tintera working for the Braves. Nick Elliott will get credit for that goal, so he joins Nick Tobolowski on the goals here for the Lindenwood Lions. Couple of Nicks getting the goal for the
Nick's leading
Lions.
the team in scoring.
Big hit there as it was Luke Case that went down. Sule fights it off, and we get another stoppage. Desperately needed whistle here for the Braves.
And going back to the Knicks, Elliott, nice job getting to the front of the net right there. Like we were saying, he crashed the net, right place at the right time. Good placement for him. That's what the Braves need to do. Funnel some shots on the net and get bodies crashing towards it. It would help by getting into your zone first, but we will see.
Josh Lynn just absolutely laid out Sam Lucchese. Not sure if you folks at home saw that replay, but a big hit. Lindenwood is putting numbers on the scoreboard, and they're putting numbers in the hit column too. Big hit there by Josh Lynn as Sule gets readjusted here.
Bradley just needs to take a step back and regroup. There's only 2-0. You are still very much in this game. You just got to get something going.
So off the draw, this will be played by the Lions as they quickly maneuver it back to the point. Big drive. Sule just caught a piece of it. And that was Luke Gassett cranking it from the point. Down low, it'll go for Lindenwood. And that was William Person getting it there. Rather on the shot attempt, that was Sean Vidias. He'll have to defend here against Andrew Schmidt right in the glove, but the Braves are offside. So wouldn't have counted anyway, and now Schmidt goes down right in front of the Lindenwood goal, and the students love that.
A couple more students starting to file in here because they're starting to make some noise.
It
Scoring a goal early in the second period definitely helps get the crowd into it, and then you got that big hit. So Lindenwood's got a lot of momentum going for them here.
2-0 to score. Goals coming from Nick Elliott and Nick Tobolowski. And both of them about a minute into their respective periods. That's where we are here at the Centene Community Ice Center. This one fired in by Corey Kohat, a little bit of a knuckleballer.
Hey, that's a shot.
Take him any way you can get him, as the Lions will try and emerge free here. This one off the draw, or off the line rather, picked up here by the Braves. Fired back in, intercepted by Braxton Walby. Tipped up, Braves will dump it right back in. That's Sam Bryant on the dump-in attempt. Logan Nagin there as well with Ryan Spence. They'll bump it back for Power Wave on. Across and back for Spence as he'll play catch here. Now back for Power Wave on, and a knuckleballer loose in front. Etchison trying to grab a hold of it, or Straker rather, for the Braves. Stick went flying out there of the hands. Now Brooks Blackbird off a glove and tripped up there with Spence. No call coming. Blackburn and now the Braves have to reset in their own end.
Very good shift for that line right there. Puck possession, had a nice scoring chance, and that's what the Braves need. Start chipping away.
Straker offsides here for Bradley. So another stoppage of play, 16:29 to go. Shots on goal are 17-3 in favor of Lindenwood. They lead it 2-0.
But really, that was Bradley's first quality opportunity of the night, and that's what you need to see. They finally had some puck possession, like I was saying, and that's a step in the right direction.
This will be that top line of Peters, Tintera, and Harris out there for the Braves now. But Lindenwood able to win the draw as it's broken up here by Josh Crandall. He'll fire it deep, and playing it now is Hunter Schiffman, and the net came off its mooring, so we'll get a stoppage. Once again, that net coming off behind Josh Martin there for Lindenwood.
That one did look accidental. I don't think that one was gamesmanship, but.
Quick stoppage. The faceoff will come right in front of the Bradley bench here. And the top line of Harris, Tintera, Peters will stay out there for the Braves. Fired in deep here by Brendan Peters. Lindenwood quickly exits. Good job by Lucas to break it up. Lindenwood into the zone. Here they come. Across, broken up there. The intended target was Dylan Miller for the Lions. Now Cole Harris flips it through center as he's tangled up there. No penalty called. It could have been an interference. Refs will let it go.
Sticks flying everywhere here.
Schiffman, and now behind the play, we've got some action going on here as there's a Brave down, and that one was Sean Vitti. Let's see if we can catch this on replay, and we'll see if we get any call.
A little bit of a hit in the corner. Tintera's not happy either. He had to be held back right there.
And doesn't look like we're going to have any penalties here. And I thought that was odd because
going on too.
That was Sean Vitti that was, and he is going to go to the box. Okay,
yeah.
Was concerned there. We'll see if we get a penalty for Bradley, but Vitti's going to go to the
so,
box.
Yeah.
And
there will be one.
Looks like Brendan Peters as well. And now you've got for Lindenwood, Dylan Miller in the box as well. So 2 penalties for Lindenwood, 1 for Bradley. Peters to the box for the Braves. Sean Vitti will go with Dylan Miller. So looks like we're going to have 4-on-3 or 5-on-4. We'll just see. And Bradley going to get a big power play here, Mitch.
This is big. They didn't look too great on the first power play attempt, but nice opportunity here to turn the tides and get back into this one. Let's see what they can do. Even if you can't score, just get a couple scoring opportunities and let them know you're still here.
So we're going to get a 5-on-4 power play for Bradley. So 2 coincidentals, and then I'm assuming that Dylan Miller's going to get that extra one. So big chance here for the Braves on the power plays. It's Power Wave on with the puck for Bradley. Going to be flung around the other way. This one sticked away, trying to flip it up off the mask there of Martin. Braves doing a good job setting up. Here's Blackburn at the point. He'll go across for Power Wave on. At the back door they'll come. Shot there by Stryker.
Just a bit high. The redirection didn't help.
No, it did not. The redirection goes out of play, so Bradley will have another chance to set up here at the power play.
Had a couple nice looks there, moving it around pretty well. Good sign for this power play. Still got a minute 34 left, so still time to do some damage.
Braves can't win the draw in their own offensive end, so Lindenwood will try and clear it. Look out, that one comes right out of play. No, it went right in the tunnel there by that locker room. So,
but going on, yeah, nah, they're good.
Face off again in the offensive zone for Bradley. And it looks like it'll be that Bishop, Spence, and Nig line out.
Bishop has 2 goals in his the last 2 games, so see if he can get on the board here. Get a nice time too.
Spence working here for the Braves along with Nig. So he gets tied up with a man there for Lindenwood. And Blackburn gloves it down right at the line to keep it. Braves will hold right at the line. This one will be fired back down low for Ryan Spence. Seth Bishop in there as well, and get a high stick here. So stoppage of play, 14:44 to go in the second, and a minute and 1 second left of power play time here for the Braves. New line out. Looks like it'll be Tintera Harris. Yeah, we'll get a new right winger. It looks like it'll be Bishop on that right wing side as Lucas will play it, or Etchison rather, for the Braves. Right up along the board, Tintera working with Harris. And Harris had his stick swatted right out of his hands. Didn't like that. No call. Must have been letting go a lot of these physical efforts, and offside here for Lindenwood. I wasn't sure if we were going to have a penalty there, but it is offsides, and the faceoff will come right out of the zone. .38 seconds to go on the power play for the Braves. Off the draw, Lindenwood will win it back and fire deep. That's off the stick there of Ian Preck. Lucas will corral it here and fling it up. Nice pass between Lucas and Sorrentino. Sorrentino at that left point. He'll go across for Kohut, and he'll play it along the boards. Lindenwood whacking at it here, kept by Kohut with a drive from the point right into the glove of Martin. Barely had to move a muscle. Nice glove save.
No, he did not. You just got to get a little bit more traffic in front of the net, because Martin had a very clear view of that one. And what's coming at you from that distance and you got no one in front blocking you, it makes those saves very easy.
10 seconds left of power play time, and then Dylan Miller will come out of the box for Lindenwood. And Peters and Vitti will remain in until the next stoppage of play, thanks to their coincidental roughing minor. So here comes Miller right out of the box. We're back to 5-on-5 hockey as Bradley can't convert on their first power play chance of the game, or second rather, their first full chance of the game.
Nice job by Bradley stopping a potential stretch pass there, because Miller was right out of the box waiting for one, and Bradley made sure that didn't happen.
Off the skate of Tintera, this one will be played at the line by the Lions. Here's Eric Fisher into the zone, dancing his way through. Fisher poke checked away by Sule. Good job by Sule. This one gloved right down at center ice by Michael Schrader, who will play it back through center and now into his own end here for the Lions. Off the glass and off the glove of Sorrentino. Dylan Miller hands it across. Here's Ennis being hounded there by Tuttle. Couldn't pull the trigger on that shot attempt. And now back across the line they come. Look at this little move here. Trying to grow up top there was Ennis on Sule. Nearly made it 3-0. Here's Plummer back to the point. Right at that NCAA dot. Shot there was deflected wide of the mark. It'll come across the other way. Back to the point. Ennis, or rather that was Braxton Walby for the Lions. Push back down low. Working in there for the Braves, Corey Kohut. Whacked, had a stick whacked out of the hand. That's going to be a penalty against Lindenwood. It'll be a slash, and Bradley going on the power play once again.
Nice job by Kohut drawing the penalty there. And Bradley could use that. They had a couple decent looks. It wasn't a great penalty, but power play last time, but it was a start. So trying to build off of that. Let's see if they can get one here.
So a big opportunity here for the Braves as Shane Plummer is going to go to the box for a slash. And Bradley gets another chance to work that power play. They're 0 for 2 tonight so far, as it'll be power wave on off a stick and right into the penalty box off of Bobby Bross. And a quick stoppage here. There's 7 seconds in to this Braves power play.
These face-offs are key, especially on a power play situation like this. This is one you want to win so you can try to get yourself set up. It's definitely a momentum killer when you have to go back chasing it. This is clear down the zone. So
Logan Nigg is going to get bumped right out and thrown into the face-off circle. He was jawing away with one of the Lindenwood players there, and Blackburn had it but unable to keep, and so now we'll go back across, and Nigg is going at it here in the corner for Bradley, and we're going to get penalties here. We'll see what we get, but that was Nigg involved there for the Braves, and I'm going to exit right out of this replay because they're still going at it. This is a full-on brawl, and the fans love it.
You got to be careful here. You don't want to do anything stupid and end up with a suspension or something.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. We'll see what the refs give, but the stick that was thrown out, and that was almost as close to a real fight as you're going to see here at the ACHA level.
They were going at it. And I think Nigg said something that ticked him off. Because like you were saying, it looked like they were jawing in the face-off dot there.
So Nigg's going to be thrown out of the game here. And Tintera will throw his stick into the locker room and couldn't catch a number. It looks like Michael Schrader for Lindenwood. He's going to go to the locker room as well. And we'll see how things get dialed up here.
If you're Lindenwood, though, you're up 2-0. There's no reason to be getting mixed up in a brawl like that.
No, not at all.
Because all it can do is hurt you.
Right.
You're going to get thrown out of the game. It could change momentum if you know. So, I mean, that's a spark for the bench there. Maybe that's what the Bradley needs to get fired up.
So, Nigg and Schrader were the two entangled there for Bradley. Or for Bradley and Lindenwood, and Schrader was the one that was on top of Nigg in the corner.
It didn't look like he was doing anything either. He kind of just kind of like
sat on him.
Yeah, and Nigg was just sitting there. You know, what do you want him to do in that situation? He had to have said something though, because that's where he got kicked out of the. They was definitely jawing at him. It'd be interesting to hear the backstory behind that one after the game, but.
And Schrader got tossed as well, and it looks like Bradley's going to get an extra minor penalty assessed to them. So Sorrentino's going to serve it here. And we'll see what we get here from our public address.
You have a power play, you got a chance to get back in it, and that does kind of derail things.
So Nigg, for now, we assume is done for the night, as well as Michael Schrader.
He's not coming back.
And we'll get the official word here from the public address announcer in just a moment. But 11:52 to go, and we're going to play 4-on-4 here for about 1:36 in this second period. And then Lindenwood will have a brief power play. Here's Vitti across. One-timer sailed high right off that glass.
That had a smoke trail coming off of it.
Nigg gets a 4-minute for roughing and a 10-minute misconduct. So we might see him back in this game, but roughing minors and 10-minute misconduct, 14 total minutes for both of those. Here's Schiffman back to the point, and he'll get it back. Schiffman looking for that backdoor pass, rolling around in front of Sorrentino with a nice hit there in the slot. Cameron Cito was the one that went down. We're up the boards now, Hunter Schiffman. Off the glass, Blackburn had it for a moment, and Power Wave on will possess it for Bradley. Lost it in the skates and broken up by Vitti again. Lindenwood playing with it here in their own end. 10:54 to go in period number 2. A 2-0 lead for Lindenwood. And the big news for the Braves is that Logan Nigg is gone. momentarily, probably for the rest of the period. We might see him back sometime in the third. But he got a 4-minute double minor for roughing and a 10-minute misconduct. And the same goes for Michael Schrader of the Lindenwood Lions. Power wave on's going to go here. That's a stupid penalty to take, and Bradley's going to sit again. It's going to be 5-on-3 here for Lindenwood in about 14 seconds.
That's been an issue for the Braves last week, and we were talking about penalties, and Power Wavon especially seems to have found a home for himself in the box because he likes to spend a lot of time there, and you can't have that with the Braves. You're only down 2-0. You're still in this game, and that hurts a lot. I feel like we've been saying that a lot, but, you know.
No, you're absolutely right, and looked like a cross-check from the official's indication, so.
That's a testament to Bradley, though, at this point. You're down 2-0, nothing's really gone your way, and you're still in it. So you got to hang tough and battle a little adversity here because this game is not necessarily over.
4-on-3 here for Lindenwood for a short time, then we'll go to 5-on-3 and back to 5-on-4. This one across for Gassett. He'll go down low. Gassett in the slot, lost it, chopped out of there. Big clear, and now Shane Plummer will come right out of the box. 5-on-3 for 19 seconds, and then Lindenwood will go on the 5-on-4.
Hey, you can't score on a 5-on-3. Joe Quimble always used to say that's a big momentum shift.
And 7 seconds left here. Cleared out of there by Harris. We're going to go back to 5-on-4 as it'll be Sorrentino out of the box for the Braves. Now back to 5-on-4 for 1:20. And Lindenwood will come up with speed. Nice move to get around Harris there from Shane Plummer. Plummer into the zone. Sule sticks it away right at that side post. Now chopped out of there.
Nice active stick. That's been twice that the Lions have tried to power their way through, and Sule poked them both away. So nice job by the goaltender.
About halfway through this game, 9:24 to go in the second. Lindenwood on top of Bradley, 2-0. And they have a power play here for another 48 seconds as Gassett comes into the zone. He'll bank this one back up for Shane Plummer, and down low it'll go. Gassett behind the net. Looking for a lane, guarded here by the Braves in front of the net. Bumped back by Plummer and Gassett in the corner. And Tintera just can't work it out, and now he does. As that'll get the Braves a little bit of breathing room here.
Good persistence by Tintera. Get that out of the zone.
Dylan Miller whacked at. Now it'll come across on the left wing side and thrown out in front to the other side. Whacked up in the air, and Bradley will get it out, at least for the moment. Cameron Cito right on it for Lindenwood. Big hit there, freeing up that puck. Tintera whacking at it here. Now the Braves back at full strength as Power Wavon comes right out of the box here. And Kyle Van Wyck will play it. Wyck lost it on the handle as it'll come back out through center. Hunter Schiffman and back for Van Wyck. Here he comes. Here's Van Wyck with some room. Takes it himself off the post. Van Wyck nearly made it 3-0 again in front. Blocked away right off the body there of number 19 for the Braves. Cam Etchinson tripped up there. Was Harris, no call.
Bradley dodged a bullet there. That was a 3-on-1 opportunity.
In front, redirected wide of the goal by Van Wyck. And the Braves are hanging on for dear life right now. Fired right back into the zone. Played off the stick. And this will be a delayed offside, so Bradley will have a chance to play it out of the zone.
Ooh, he had a chance there. Just missed him with that pass.
Now it's Eric Fisher for Lindenwood, and he'll play it for Schiffman, along with Etchinson, using that twig to his advantage there. Whacking at it. Now Lindenwood finally able to push it out. 7:22 to go in the second. Fired in deep. Blackburn on it for the Braves as he collided there with Bobby Bross. Back to the point, chopped at here. And Spence able to play it here. And up in the air, whacked at here by some sticks. High stick called. And we will get a stoppage.
Oh, he's getting taken for a ride now.
A little bit of a late fall to the ground there. 7:04 to go.
I'll tell you, did you hear a post go on 3-on-1?
I did, yes.
Okay.
Yes, that was what I was alluding to. And Sule caught a break,
like,
yeah.
The crowd reacted. It almost looked like that had a shot at going in. It must have been the inside of the post.
It did hit the inside of the post. That's exactly what it was. And we remain at 2-0. Here's a shot for the Braves and a chance there. A great opportunity from Ryan Spence. Nearly made it 2-1. Bishop will force it down low for Spence as he'll play it here for the Braves. Looking for a man, but tangled up, and the Braves will have to go back and regroup at center. Into their own end off the glass here. Will be played by Lindenwood. This time Nick Thorpe playing it. Nice pass across for Bross. He'll drop it back. This one deflecting off the stick of Bishop and out of play.
Bradley's passing has to be a little bit crisper here. A couple sloppy passes have really hurt him tonight. There's earlier, Schmidt had a chance. He had a lot of daylight, and the pass was just ahead of him, and that would have been a good chance a couple minutes earlier.
Offensive zone draw here for Lindenwood. Luke Gassett will take it, and he wins it right back to Person. Fired down low, right at the back door, and they were looking to go across for Luke Gassett, and now
trying to
Bradley.
get a little too cute there. He had a chance to score.
Oh, Centene hit the post there for the Braves. Again, a 2-post now for Bradley.
That one I did see. That.
This will be whacked at by Centene as it's flung off a stick and back to the other side. Harrison there for Bradley. And thrown back around to the other side. Kohut was waiting, and now Lindenwood able to force it out. Bradley looking a little bit better here offensively.
Yeah, they got a little pep in their step for sure. That
goal, though, right at the start of the period by Nick Elliott, no question, a big one for Lindenwood. They've got that insurance. It's 2-0. Whacked at, and a hand pass here, rightfully so, called by the ref. We get a stoppage of play here with 5:40 to go in the period. Shots on goal. Can't tell if that's a 28 or a 20.
It's a 20-6 right now.
20-6 in favor of Lindenwood.
And it sounds lopsided because it is, but Bradley has been a little bit better this period. That is good to see. They're making strides in the right direction.
Face-off here won by Lindenwood as they'll play it back here in their own end. Fired deep, and this is going to be an icing against Lindenwood. We haven't seen a lot of icings against the Lions, but finally Bradley's going to have an offensive zone face-off.
We'll take it. We will definitely take it.
So it'll be that top line here of Peters, Centene, and Harris from left to right there on your offensive zone draw here for the Braves. And Centene can't quite win that one, so it'll go back.
Tough night in
Lindenwood.
the box. It seems like every critical draw the Braves need to win, they have not.
Here's a big try in the slot, broken up. That was Harris in front of the net there, trying to get an advantage for the Braves. Crandall will fire this one down. No icing. And so Lindenwood will have a chance to regroup here. Schiffman on it for the Lions. They'll just reset here. Good pressure from Trevor Cooney, who we haven't seen a lot of tonight for the Braves, but getting some ice time here.
Cooney looked good in the home opener, too. He had a goal and an assist, so let's see him getting some time.
Right out in front again. Etchison thrown out in front, saved by Martin. He was positioned right there.
Right in the front of the net.
So a little pushing and shoving afterwards, but Sule able to hold the fort down as we take a look at it on replay here. And you mentioned Cooney
Martin.
Right there. Just got a piece of the stick on it, and Martin able to fight it off. So we're going to have a penalty here against the Braves, and let's see what it is. This is from after the play. We mentioned a little bit of extracurricular activity in front of the goal, and it looks like Schmidt is going to go to the box here for Bradley.
I would think it would be roughing, but
that's what I was thinking too.
Yeah.
So power wave on, trying to talk with the officials here, and head coach Brian Hamilton discussing as well with the refs. But Lindenwood's going to get another power play here, and it's a big one with 4:44 to go in the second. So Schmidt's going to go to the box, and we've got 2 penalties listed on the board.
Yeah,
and they are going to get Lindenwood here. That's going to be.
I was going to say with the extra, it didn't look like Schmidt did anything egregious there. That both sides. So that was the right call. Both of them heading to the box.
So Tovolowski going to the box as well. Sorrentino with a tough angle shot working here for Bradley. This will go back behind the net here. So we'll go 4-on-4 for 2 minutes as the Braves will try and play this one back in. Brooks Blackburn being hounded right at the line, laid out. Big hit there by Braxton Walby. Here comes Lindenwood into the zone. Drop pass thrown out in front and averted to the corner here. This power wave on will send it to the other side. Sean Vitti on it now for Lindenwood. Vitti working his way past Blackburn into the zone. Vitti working there with that Bradley defense, and now back up to the point it comes. Here's Elliott shooting it into the glove of Sule. Nice save, and we get a stoppage.
Nice hit there on Blackburn for the Lions. Those open ice hits, those always hurt a little bit more than the other one.
Yeah, that was a big hit.
I mean, getting hits never fun.
No.
But when you're not expecting it at open ice, it always
hurts more than it usually does.
Yes.
Face off won by Gassett, but this will go down the length of the ice. So Schmidt goes for slashing, and Tobolowski goes for cross-checking. Here comes Lindenwood in the zone. Big shot, Sule.
Nice save right there by Sule. Way to get the blocker on it.
Good job by him, as you mentioned, fighting it off.
Couple bodies, too. Nice job locating it and tracking it all the way.
Lucas getting physical there in the corner for the Braves. And Lindenwood will play it back into the zone. Ian Preck comes across the line. Preck with the drop pass to the point. Here's Hunter Schiffman. He'll play it back the other way for Lindenwood. And he'll move it down low. Lucas in the corner on defense for the Braves. Knocks man off his feet.
He folded like a cheap tent. That was a dive if I've ever seen one.
Tintera dumping it in here as Martin will play this one up the boards. Big hit there by, looked like, let's see, it was Bryant for the Braves. Couldn't see the number there as it'll come back up to the point for Lindenwood. Here's Vitti. He'll throw it down back behind the net. Now both teams at full strength as we're back to 5-on-5. Right out of the box, Schmidt trying to get a man there. No call. Lindenwood fans wanting a trip. They won't get it.
I think they might have had a case there. Definitely stick got tangled between some skates.
Sorrentino bumped off the puck here, and Vitti will throw it back around for Bobby Bross. Bross will come across the line. 3-on-3. All kinds of bodies in front. Sule able to fight it off. And now Lindenwood will go back to the point. Braxton Walby moving it over for
nice
Bross.
stick.
As you mentioned, good stick to get it out of there. Now it might be a break if Schmidt can hurry. He's out of gas, though, as he got bumped off the puck. Beautiful defensive effort there from the Lions. Here's Bishop working with that stick on one knee to try and keep it in, and he does. And now Lindenwood outnumbered. Bobby Bross taken away by Ryan Spence, thrown back in deep.
Nice job by Spence there. Another crafty stick to force a turnover.
1:40 to go now in the second. Look at that little touch pass there as they come across. Nick Thorpe into the zone. Back play, Sule robs him. What a stop. And boy, that play from start to finish was just beautifully set up.
They had speed coming into the zone, worked their way down the wing. Nice centering attempt. Yeah, that was impressive right there. Nice job by Sule, able to push off and get to the center and make that stop. Yeah, that was a big one.
That was Dylan Miller on the shot attempt there for the Lindenwood Lions, and it was a big save by Sule. We've seen him make a lot of them tonight for the Braves. This one could very easily be more than that 2-0 score. He's made a couple of highlight reel saves, and that was one of them right there.
Thorpe, who set it up, looked like he was shot out of a cannon right there. Burst of speed to set that whole play up.
Spence broken up off the play. Here's Vitti in the slot, broken up. Rebound at the back door. Sule able to fight it off as the Braves force it up to the point, but not out of the zone. Lindenwood keeping it alive at the line. Eric Fisher had it. And now Bishop going to get this one out of the zone here for the Braves. Chopped at Blackburn will play it back deep. And back down it'll go. 47 now left in the period as we cross under that 1 minute mark. Miller will tip it in deep. The intended recipient, Ty Ennis, as he works there. Thrown on in front. Big windup from the point. It's Sule. Again, centers himself nicely there.
Don't do that.
And now power wave on, and we've got a scrum going on here. And looks like Ennis in there as well. And Got a circus going on here in front of that Bradley net in front of Sule as he wisely will skate away to the corner. So that's, looks like power wave on right at the center of it. And
yeah, he threw a shot at him, trying to keep some of the guys away from the goalie. And I think he hurt his hand on it.
he did, and we're going to get penalties here. So Ty Ennis going to the box here for Lindenwood. I'd be shocked if Bradley somehow got away.
I don't know how
can
it looked. That's how.
I mean, Power Wave on was the one who got right in the middle there.
Blasted him in the face. Yeah.
So we'll see if we get a penalty here against Power Wave on. It wouldn't surprise me if we did. But I'd say Bradley would be lucky to get out of here with a power play. We'll see what happens. Looks like Bradley is going to get a power play.
Hey, well, we will take the break. We will take the break.
I don't know how that
it
went
worked
Bradley's
out.
way.
I was
but
about to say that's a dumb play, but you know what? We didn't get called for it, so it's a smart play. You stood up from your goalie. You got the power play. Good for you, Power Wave on.
Here's a redirect in front, and that one goes wide as Peters will play it back down low. And now back out of the zone, it'll be Lucas to track it down for Bradley. Thrown and tipped right across center ice. Up in the air, whacked at here by Lucas. And Lindenwood will play it in their own end here for Hunter Schiffman as he'll fire it down. 7 seconds to go in the period. One last try for the Braves. Tintero will just float this one in the corner. And that will do it for period number 2. It's the Bradley Braves nothing and Lindenwood University 2. They lead it 2-0 over your Bradley Braves. As the shots on goal 24-7 after 2 periods of play, but improvements, Mitch, a lot from the Bradley Braves.
Bradley showed some signs of life there. They were being physical. They had a couple nice scoring chances, which was nice. And if you're Coach Hamilton, hey, you're telling your team you got a power play coming out of the break. Let's dial something up and get on the board here and start chipping away at this thing because you're still very much in this game. And like you said, they were making steps in the right direction.
So a minute 26 of power play time for the Braves to begin the second period here at Lindenwood. They trail it 2-0 over the Lions. Alongside Mitch Kaminski, I'm Matt Harrington. We're going to take a break for the second intermission, and we'll be back after this. Again, Lindenwood 2, Bradley nothing. After 2, we'll be right back. Welcome back to the Centene Community Ice Center here in Maryland Heights, Missouri. It's the Lindenwood Lions 2 and your Bradley Braves nothing after 2 periods of play. Much better period from the Braves in that second period, Mitch. Certainly some things to still improve on. But we did get some important information that we want to pass along to you, those at home. Just got word that Logan Nig and Michael Schrader are done for the night for their respective teams. We saw them getting a tussle in that left corner there, and they're going to be done for the night. We just got word about those, so they're done. Mitch, that's it.
That hurts for the Braves, obviously. For Nick, that's an eventful night. He got banged up a little bit earlier in the game. We saw him kind of limping back to the bench, and then he gets into a tussle behind the net, and now his night is over, which is unfortunate because, I think he kind of got hosed on the call, to be completely honest there. But, the Braves are going to have to battle through a little adversity. They do have a power play to start the third. So, that's a nice opportunity to cut the lead in half here.
Also got an update for you, too. We were wondering why Power Wavon maybe didn't get a penalty when he got involved in that tussle. Turns out he got speared between the legs, and that's why there was that penalty called against Lindenwood. And we saw Jack a little slow to get to the bench. That's why we have that penalty called against Lindenwood.
And, the natural reaction when you get speared between the legs is to clock someone in the face. So I can't fault him there.
So we'll see if we see Power Wavon back out there. But we mentioned the power play is going to be out there to start here for the Braves to begin this third period.
You got over a minute to try and score. So
big chance here for Bradley.
Yes. You can tack one on here in the first 2 minutes of this period on the power play. That can change the whole complexion of this hockey game moving forward.
It really could, and it's a huge opportunity for the Braves. We'll see how much penalty time they get. It's not up on the score sheet yet, but if I remember correctly, it's about a minute and a half or so.
And the Braves, who had one shot in the first period, were able to put up double digits in the second. So that always helps.
24-12.
Big improvement.
In favor of Lindenwood, of course, but get everything squared away. Lindenwood's going to have 3 guys in the box here.
Yeah, it's getting a little crowded down there. I hope they like each other.
They're going to have to get used to it. So Ennis is in the box. Michael Schrader is in the box. And it looks like Shane Plummer's in the box. So Schrader, who I thought was going to be
been in the box a couple times now.
Yeah, he has.
Repeat offender.
Schrader, who I thought would be in the box, or done for the game rather, is going to be in the box here. But Nig, he's undressed and he's done for the night. So 5-on-3 it looks like here, or 5-on-4 rather, for Bradley to begin a minute 13 of action here of 5-on-4 time for the Braves as they look to move into the zone. Here's a shot right on. Peters looking for the rebound off that shot attempt.
Good keep.
And good stop, as you mentioned, by the goaltender. Braves continuing to work down low here in the corner. Here's Lucas pinching in. He'll go back down low for Peters with the shot broken up by the Lindenwood Lions. Here they come the other way. Odd man rush off the stick of Hunter Schiffman. He'll wait right at the line, and they're going to be offsides.
The Braves in the power, they had Harris on the other side there. It looked like a little traffic, so it might have been hard to get it through. But if they could have slid that across, that would have been a golden opportunity for the Braves.
So Schrader is now out of the box after he served his misconduct time, and he's going to step right onto the ice. So Schrader stays in the game. Nig is done for the night for the Braves. So off the draw, the Lions will take a hold of it here. Ian Preck will fire this one deep. Brooks Blackburn will chase after it now for Bradley. 32 seconds left of power play time for the Braves, and then we'll go back to 5-on-5.
Still time to put a rush together here.
Across the line, this one's dumped into the zone. Be chased after here by Wes Straker. Blackburn holding it right between the wickets and now cleared down the ice. Power Wavon is back out there for Bradley, so good to see him back on the ice. As he'll possess it here and move it up the wing on a breakout pass for the Braves. Big hit there. That was Wes Straker that went down. And Lindenwood will play it back behind the...
Got to watch out in the neutral zone. They've been dishing out some punishment. That's twice now.
Open ice hitting all over the place here for Lindenwood as they come across the line. Power Wavon defending. Got the stick caught up. No penalty called.
Good no call.
And banked out of there by the Braves. Wes Straker hustling after it. Instead, it'll be the goalie Josh Martin who will play it for Lindenwood. Love down right along the boards. Blackburn fires.
Nice
Martin able to
redirect.
fight it off.
Good stick by Bishop in front of the net.
Tuttle trying to play it here as well. And this will be whacked back down low. David Tuttle playing it for Bradley as he got tied up there for a moment with Michael Schrader, who served as misconduct time. Back out on the ice now. Nick Thorpe across center. This one fired deep, and Sule will just wisely hang on to it here. Stoppage of play with 17:35 to go in this third period.
Nice job by Bishop, like I was saying earlier. They had the shot thrown on net. Nice job getting a little redirection and making it a little bit tougher for Martin on net. Braves, nice start here. Out shooting them 2-0 early, so good to see.
They're cutting that shot deficit down. At one point it was like 17-1, and now it's only a 10-shot difference. So been a much better job offensively these second and very start of third period here for Bradley. Harris gets hit hard. Big hit, and we're going to get a penalty.
Back was turned. You can see the numbers, and that's a dumb penalty to take right now. If you're Lindenwood, you're keeping them in the game with all these penalties here. They've had multiple chances to put them away. Look at this. Sees the numbers, squares them up. Yeah. Bam, cheap shot.
So that's a check
2 minutes
from
in the sin
behind.
bin.
Check from behind, Mitch, is the official call on Nick Tolavosky, one of the goal scorers for Lindenwood. And this is a huge opportunity yet again for the Braves.
Like I said earlier, Lindenwood, you can't. They've had multiple opportunities this game to put the Braves away, and the Braves just keep hanging around. I think the Braves got to try to make them pay for one of these.
So checking from behind call. Here's a quick shot broken up. Kits, he scores! The Braves get a power play goal, and they're back within one. It's 2-1.
Well, we were talking about it. The Braves finally capitalized on the power play. Nice job there. I believe it was Peter.
Yes, it was. It
Peters
looked like
in
Peters.
front. Hey, he got the lucky hop, but nice job being in the slot, right place at the right time, and he put it through the wickets.
How about that? Just like that, Bradley back within one. A power play goal.
And we got to hold this game. It definitely feels like it has shifted. The Braves have finally picked up some momentum because the first two periods, it really didn't feel like, despite only being down 2-0, it really didn't feel all that close. The Braves are slowly chipping away. They finally capitalized on one, and we got a whole new ball game here.
2-1. This one's dumped in by Harris, and whacked that here by Tintera. And just like that, as you mentioned, Mitch, whole new game as Lindenwood comes away with it. Here's Cito across the line, got some space. Cito, save by Sule.
Nice save by Sule there. You just got the momentum back with a goal. That would be devastating to go back down by 2 right when you finally get your first goal on the board. And Sule, nice job slamming the door there on a very quality opportunity.
Blackburn working. Sule didn't know where that was as it came right between the wickets. And now back to the point. Here's Fisher with the drive, held on to for a whistle. No question, though, Mitch, the Braves wouldn't be where they are in this game right now without the performance of Sule.
He has been their MVP so far. He's been one of their best penalty killers. He stopped multiple opportunities. He had that nice save earlier in the game with the stick paddle. And that one right there was, I think, his biggest save of the night, considering the circumstances.
Lindenwood offensive draw. And Coleman Vardy will play it back to the point. Broken up by the Braves. And played out of there at center. This will go back for Braxton Walby. Walby will fling this run around, and 16:22 now to go in the third. Braves trailing Lindenwood 2-1, keeping it close though. Yes, a big goal, looked like from Peters for the Braves. Here's the shot redirected. Sule didn't know where that one was.
Didn't quite get to him, which was good because, like you said, was not able to locate that one.
This will be an icing, and we'll go back down to the other end. Here we go, offensive zone face-off again for Lindenwood after the Bradley icing. It'll go back to the point where the shot scores! Redirected in front, Lindenwood regains that 2-goal lead. It's 3-1.
That hurts, but if you're Sule, there's really nothing you can do about that. Lynn, nice job getting a stick on it for the redirect. There's traffic in front, and that's a tough one to stop. Definitely hurts, though, for the Braves. Still a lot of time left, though. Right back where they started, but Nice job by Lindenwood responding. Because they
Indeed.
could have easily let this game get out of hand, and they responded very quickly, getting that 2-goal lead back.
Indeed, they do. That's a big goal by Lindenwood, and it makes it 3-1. So we're back to a 2-goal deficit now for Bradley, as it'll be played here by Ryan Spence, who gets taken down hard on the big hit by Josh Lynn, and he is hurt. Very slow to get up here as the Braves will have to defend in their own end. And he'll get back up and play the rest of the shift. A real warrior. Fired around down, unable to keep it will be Hunter Schiffman. And we'll see who gets the goal. Josh Lynn, as you mentioned, getting the goal on the redirect. Coleman Vardy into the corner. Vidi getting the primary assist. And Hunter Schiffman getting the secondary assist on that goal from Lindenwood. Braves will dump it in and do a full sail line change here, as it's Tuttle off a skate. And now Lindenwood able to muster it out of there. Wave on will whack at it here. And Lindenwood gets a chance to regroup. 14:50 to go in the third. Lindenwood on top of Bradley 3-1. Lindenwood getting an insurance goal back after they made it a 1-goal game. The Braves did on the goal from Brendan Peters. Power wave on into the corner now for Bradley. They'll back in hand this one off the boards, and Schmidt plays it up to the line, but not out. Jack Power wave on now, throwing it around to the other side. Wes Straker in there as well. Brooks Blackburn for the Braves. Bump back to the point. Dancing his way into some space. Michael Schrader, loose puck picked up and fired wide. Sule didn't know where that one was going, and it went wide. Braves can't get it out as it's kept in here by Eric Fisher. Now here's Bobby Bross with a shot, scores! Oh my, what a goal from Bross, and it's 4-1. Oh my goodness. Let's take a look at this one.
Having to be held back here.
We'll take a look at this one on replay.
Nice move, like you said, and Bradley's goal seemed to have been a wake-up call for Lindenwood, because they came flying out of the gate since then, and that's just a nice play right there. There's nothing you can do about that. Nice strength to keep the puck on the stick, work his way into the middle, and put a nice shot top shelf.
So Bross, as he's stumbling to the ice, gets it to go past Sule. And that's a big fourth goal. Now Lindenwood has their largest lead of the night here at 4-1.
Well, if you're Bradley, it's not looking good, but you have to remember you still have a game tomorrow, so you don't want to get the score to be too lopsided. Try to get one back here, gain a little bit of confidence heading into tomorrow. And you know, you never know. There's still a lot of times stranger things have happened. You can maybe work your way back into this one. It's an uphill battle for sure, but you know, you gotta try to put something together. Take away something positive to carry into tomorrow.
A reminder that we will not be streaming tomorrow's afternoon game. Unfortunately, we have to be back in Peoria for
college
Peoria
football.
Oh, no, it's the Peoria Mustangs on the NA3HL. We'll be playing at the Owen Center, and so we'll have to be back for that. Tintera trying to throw it in front for Peters, throwing back around the other way.
Yes, if you want more Matt Harrington, tune into that one.
Be on the call with Ryan Allgaier for that one at the Owen Center tomorrow night. Lindenwood now will take this one right out of the corner. And this one shot across center, and Sule will hang on here as he takes a snow shower there. 13-12 to go here in the third. It looked like Bradley, Mitch was going to claw their way back in, but it's been all Lindenwood since.
It did feel like they're going to claw their way back in. They were starting to build a little momentum in the second period. They got a nice goal. Sule with the big save there, and you're thinking, all right, things are starting to turn around, and the goal almost like poked the bear, because Lindenwood all of a sudden woke up, and that's the fastest I've seen them since like the first period. They got their act together.
Sorrentino flipping this one out through center, and it'll go off the stick of Sean Vidi, who's got on the score sheet a couple of times tonight. Some assists for Lindenwood, and that one muscled in off the stick of Ty Ennis. Sule will let it go back for Lucchese. the boards now. Lindenwood keeping it in the offensive zone. Vitti will tip it back. And broken up, might be a break now for Trevor Cooney. If he can get around that defense, won't be able to, as Vitti will play it in deep.
I've been very impressed by Lindenwood's defense tonight. They've made it very difficult for Bradley to enter the zone. They've been harassing him all night. They've done a nice job.
So now Lindenwood will play it back behind their net. 12:23 to go now in the third. Brooks Blackburn being broken up there. And Luke Gassett played it there for a moment. There's a chance in front at the back door. Lunging to make the play was Bishop. Bishop's got some speed along that left side, but rubbed off the boards there. Martin able to fight off that puck. Was Straker getting a hit in there.
Nice job by Bishop creating the turnover and trying to create a chance there. Just couldn't get enough speed going to get a quality look, but to start.
Here's a play off the skate there of Wes Straker. He'll go back for Blackburn. He can't keep as he gets hounded here by Ty Ennis. Luckily, though, power wave on right there to pick up the damage. And now Spence will lift it right up for Straker, who dumps it in on the backhand attempt. Change here for Bradley. 11:30 to go in the third period. 4-1 Lindenwood. It was 2-0.
Nice hit.
Big hit supplied there. Some of the Bradley fans applauding after that one.
Nice crowd in front of the Bradley bench there, too. So he did it in front of an audience, right in front of all of his teammates.
Shot broken up on the effort there from Harris, it looked like. And Lindenwood keeps. Good job. Here's a drop pass. Gassett now trying to get it through and kept in at the point. Luke Gassett now in the slot.
Nice job by Bradley regrouping there because they were trying to spring a stretch pass to get an odd man rush. It was picked off by Lindenwood, so Bradley was shorthanded for a little bit, but nice job scrambling back to regroup and not letting any opportunity come of it.
Braxton Walby now playing it up for Lindenwood. Here come the Lions into the zone. Nick Tolavosky in their offside. Tolavosky, one of the goal scorers, just couldn't hang up there. So another stoppage, 10:38 to go in period number 3.
Inaugural game here in the Centene Center. $78 million facility, and you can tell we were walking around here earlier.
Oh, it's just beautiful.
It is very nice. It was funny when they started building it. They started this project 4 years ago, and they said it was cherry on top that St. Louis won the Stanley Cup. They didn't plan it that way,
right.
But it opened the year they just won the Stanley Cup, and the buzz around St. Louis hockey is very high. So
it is, and it's going to be big for youth programs as well, as here comes Lindenwood into the zone, broken up there.
You could see walking in, all the kids leaving. They got 2 statues outside of kids playing hockey. It's a nice area for sure.
Highly recommend if you're in the area and want to check out a beautiful new facility. And Lindenwood always good at hockey, regardless of men's, women's, or division. They are a good program, and they deserve a rink like this.
Yeah, they're D1. This is only the D2 team who has been excellent tonight. Their D1 program has been very good this year, too. They're coming off a win earlier this week. But, yeah, even, hey, if you're a hockey fan around the area, like you're saying, it's a nice place to watch a Blues practice or see some quality college hockey.
Again, highly recommend if you're in the St. Louis area, check this place out. It is tremendous. And, again, I want to thank the Lindenwood team for hosting us here tonight. They've done a terrific job, and we appreciate their hospitality.
Good chance there from Bishop.
And Lucas will have to get back here for the Braves. Here comes Lindenwood into the zone. Nice opportunity, saved by Sule off the shot there from Kyle Van Wyck. Let's take a look at this one on replay here, Mitch.
Yeah, nice job by Lindenwood cutting through. Getting to the center of the ice, waits, drags, fires, nice save by Sule. Good patience though by Lindenwood to get around the defender.
Van Wyck on the draw again, and Lindenwood will have to regroup as
face-off dot is the one thing they need to improve on for tomorrow, because Lindenwood has been a lot better in that area tonight.
Now back with it is Kyle Van Wyck for Lindenwood. Bumped off the puck there, good hit. And now Lucas will pick it up for Bradley. That was Crandall that went down in the corner for the Braves. Spence in there as well. Keep in mind that Bradley is missing Logan Nigg for the rest of this game as he was thrown out. Looks like we might have a penalty coming up here. Let's see what we get.
Looks like it's going to be.
No? I thought there was, but there will not be a penalty. Face off just outside the rally zone, though.
Offsides, probably most likely there.
Most likely, yep. So Lindenwood digging in the offensive zone again. A wraparound try, and stoppage here. Looked like the net came off its moorings as Sule lost the stick. So another face-off here. This will be right where we were just a few minutes ago.
Same exact spot.
Yep. So off the draw, the Braves had it there for a moment, but Blackburn now trying to work it up that boards. And now finally Lindenwood able to gain possession of that loose puck. 8:46 to go here in the third period at Bradley and Lindenwood. It's a 4-1 lead for the Lions, who have scored 2 more goals here in the third period after Bradley made it a 2-1 game. It's been all Lindenwood since.
Yes, it has. Yeah, no, you're right. It definitely has been all Lindenwood since. They've kind of sucked the air out of the Bradley attack here. But it's important for Bradley. You got to keep playing. You keep scrapping away. You're playing a very good team here. This is a nice measuring stick game to see what you're made of for the rest of the season. Because from what we saw from the opener, this team looked very good. And I do think this is a good Bradley team moving forward. And this is the games tonight and tomorrow that are a really nice test for this Bradley squad.
Power Wavon's going to go for interference here.
No surprise there.
Yeah, that one was pretty obvious. Let's watch on replay here. You see right there, Power Wavon knocks a Lindenwood player down as the puck was floating through center, so he'll go back to the box, and a power play here for Lindenwood. 8:25 to go on this third period here. And a chance for Lindenwood to add some more here, Mitch.
If I'm Bradley and I know it doesn't look good, you don't want to get embarrassed here. A kill would be nice. That's the last thing you need is have the score get run up on you when you've been playing hard all night. So try and keep it close. Let's see a nice penalty kill here.
Lynn will have it here in the corner, and they'll go back down low for Dylan Miller. There's a pass in front, scores! One-timer, Luke Gassett right there in front, and Lindenwood makes it 5-1.
That's just good puck movement right there. Very crisp passing, tic-tac-toe, Gassett in the front, and he buried it. That's tough. That's tough right there. Nothing you can really do. Once again, Sully kind of got left out to dry on that one. There's good passing, you know. They were able to find their way through the Bradley defense.
That was textbook puck movement right there on the power play by Lindenwood. Well done, and they make it a 5-1 lead now here over the Braves. As this one will be played by Nick Thorpe for Lindenwood. Thorpe lost the handle on it, he'll let it tag goal. 5-1 Lindenwood lead here. Here's a drive from the point. Sule able to fight it off, and a turnaround try fired wide. Lindenwood still has possession here in the corner, and Lucas tripped up a man. Luckily, he didn't get a penalty, though, for the Braves. And here we go. We're going to get a penalty here. Bradley's going to go to the box as Bobby Brost had his stick thrown, and it looked like from his hands. And we might have more than one penalty coming up here against the Braves.
And if you're the Braves, too, we were talking about this earlier. This is one of our keys to the game. You got to stay out of the box. And I know the game's kind of out of hand here, but you can't let your emotions get the best of you. So that's how the score gets run up, and you don't want to be embarrassed.
Tantera is done for the night, so Kyle Tantera has been thrown out of the game here for Bradley. And we'll see what other penalties we get out of this. You see the officials discussing with players from both teams. Looks like Nick Elliott in there for Lindenwood, and Brooks Blackburn in there as well for Bradley, with looks like Brendan Peters. And Coach Hamilton wants an explanation of why Tantera was thrown out.
Yeah, as soon as we get word what it is, we'll relay it along to you.
So Tantera gets a 10-minute misconduct, not sure what for, but He's done. So
he probably said something.
Yeah, I would agree with you. And we saw the stick of Bobby Bross thrown out.
Which does not help.
No. And so.
Incriminating evidence.
It's kind of hard not to throw him out when you've got that happening right there.
Yeah. No, you see, this is the thing with the Braves, though. Like I was saying, this is really what you see what your team's made of here, battling through adversity and trying to finish the game strong despite the score. You can't be taking stupid penalties because you have undisciplined. If you're undisciplined now, it's going to carry over. So
look at
don't
this
form
move.
bad habits.
Kyle Van Wyck making a nice little maneuver there.
Looks like a young Nick Marcelli out there.
Dumped into the zone. Oh, big hit there. It looked like a Braves player got roughed up along the bench. That was Wes Straker for Bradley. Lindenwood will now play this one up through center. Blackburn throwing it down low. 6:03 to go in the third period. 5-1 lead for the home team, the Lindenwood Lions. Back the other way, they come across the line. Bumped off the wall, nice feed in front. Oh, what a tip in front, they score. Elliott right past Sule at 6-1. My goodness, look at this tip on the replay here. And you see Elliott right at the back door, comes across and tips it right in front for Sule.
Well, nice play by Lindenwood, getting the puck to the front of the net, and good things are always bound to happen. Elliott had a stick on the ice, and like you said, a very nice tip in there that will make it 6-1.
So 6-1 lead for Lindenwood, and things have gone from bad to ugly here for the Braves in this third period. Here comes Lindenwood again, the pass across. Nick Tobolowski sending it back the other way. Pruck getting roughed up along the boards. Ian Pruck again now for Lindenwood. There's some space now for the Lions as they work along the hash. Broken up by Luke Gassett. And Lindenwood trying to add another one here as it's Tobolowski.
Breaking in the new building in style.
Yeah, they sure are. It's been a big third period here for Lindenwood. To be whacked back to the point. Shot, Sule able to make the stop and cleared out of there by the Braves. This one will roll right to Martin, so Bradley will get a chance to switch up the lines here.
And you know a 7 spot never looks good on a goalie, but I think in this case, the stat line doesn't tell everything. Or 6 spot, I'm sorry, I beg your pardon. 6 spot never looks good, but you got to give Sule a lot of credit for keeping him in it because that first period they were really clearly outplayed. The ice was tilted one way, and he did everything he could to keep the Braves in this game. So
this one is not on Sule
no,
at all.
No, the stat line, the score does not tell the whole story here.
Sean Vitti from the point, broken up by Crandall in front of the net and backhanded out of there by the Braves. So this should be an icing against Bradley, and it will be as it'll go back down for the icing call here against Bradley, and it looks like we're going to get a timeout by Coach Hamilton with 4:17 to go. So Bradley, timeout, and barring a miracle, they're out of this.
Well, I just hope they don't give up another goal. I don't want to be blamed for an announcer change there. But
I was going to say, you might have spoken a little too early there, Mitch.
Yeah. Well, that's all right.
So 6-1 the score here, Lindenwood. And, you know, if you're Coach Hamilton, Mitch, what are you telling your guys? I mean, you're down 6-1. You've got another chance to hit the reset button tomorrow. What are you telling your guys over there in the huddle?
Hey, you just got to keep playing hard the rest of the game. You don't want to get pushed around. You got to try to build some momentum coming into tomorrow. And this is really about you're trying to build the brand and establish a program here, and you're playing a good team. So, you know, you gotta play for that letter on the front of your sweater for the rest of this game. Got to keep fighting hard.
So Sule will go back in the net here after the timeout by Coach Hamilton. Again, a reminder, we will not be streaming tomorrow afternoon's game against Lindenwood, unfortunately.
I'm digging that neon green shirt from Coach Hamilton.
You know, he loves to rock the incredible suits, and he does a good job with it. And we'll see what he has in store the rest of the season as well. This one drop down low here. Crandall working in there for the Braves. Tuttle in as well. Down low it'll come. Back to the point. Faking the drive attempt with Schrader. And We'll go back down low for Shane Plummer. Lions holding it at the line. 3:37 to go. Backdoor attempt. Lions couldn't find their man as they gave it right away and cleared up out of the zone by Bradley. We get a line change, and here comes the Lions, Shane Plummer, into the zone.
Nice job there.
Now at the line, thrown right back in by Sean Vitti. 3:15 to go in the third. In front again, Sule able to kick it away. Rolling around in front, and he's got the glove on it for the stoppage.
The opportunity. The other thing, if you're the Braves here too, a lot of sports is very mental. You don't want to be coming into tomorrow, like I was saying, with Lindenwood having the edge, like, hey, we can push these guys around, do whatever we want. We're winning 6-1. So that's why you got to play hard the rest of this. Get anything going that you can take away positive going into tomorrow and throughout the rest of the season.
Lindenwood plays it here in their own end. Hunter Schiffman, and now tipped in deep as Brooks Blackburn will play it here. Now, Bradley Braves player went down when holding the offensive zone as Vitti plays it.
Bradley looks tired here.
They sure do.
I think it took a lot to try to come back. And when they cut that to 1, you can tell it took a lot out of them, I think, in that whole second period and beginning of the third.
Pass up through center. Bishop a little slow back in his own end, and Power Wave on now getting physical and giving him an extra couple of shoves. Lindenwood trying to get it back in between the wickets of Blackburn, and Bradley the other way. Pass broken up from Bishop, intended for Ryan Spence. Play at the boards as Power Wave on will collect. Love down by Lindenwood. Will fire deep. Sule ringing it around for Power Wave on. Just under 2 minutes now to play in this one, as it's Lindenwood with a 6-1 lead over Bradley. Bradley was in this though all the way, really up until about the 13-14 minute mark of this period.
No, they battled hard. I give them credit for getting back into it.
Bryant's going to go to the box here for the Braves after the next stoppage. Sule fights it off, loose in front, whistles below it dead. And Bryant's going to go to the box here for Bradley.
These penalties, this is something, if I'm Coach Hamilton, that I'm stressing moving forward, even into the next week. There is no discipline with this team. Way too many penalties, shooting yourself in the foot. And this is the result of it. They're finally getting burned. I mean, it didn't really affect them last week. But yeah, now you're starting to see what happens when you're always playing shorthanded. So definitely got to clean that up.
So a power play for Lindenwood. This is going to take us to the end of the game at 1:35, and some of the fans are starting to head out knowing that their Lindenwood Lions are going to take home a victory here in the inaugural game at the Centene Community Ice Center. Lions will go across as it's off the stick there of Kyle Van Wyck and sent down the length of the ice. A minute 22 to go in this game. Well, we mentioned, Mitch, some of the things that Bradley has not done right tonight and what they've got to fix tomorrow. But there's no question that they can beat this team. It's just a matter of putting the puzzle pieces together.
It's there, yeah, and it would involve a great effort. But I think, as we saw tonight, they were able to keep it close. The goaltending was a bright spot. I do think the penalty they did early on, penalty kill kept them in it a little bit. Near the end, it faltered a bit, but you know, you're right. Like you said, they were one shot away from tying it up in the third period here against a very good team. So they can definitely hang with them.
So 55.5 to go, and Bryant is getting absolutely harassed by some Lindenwood students who just decided they were going to go and mess with him right behind the glass. And so this will be played by Martin. 47 to go in this period. Martin will let this one go for a teammate. And these Lindenwood students really think they're having a good time over there with Bryant.
Well, it's easy to have a good time when you're up by 5.
Ennis into the zone now, and so go back behind the net. Ennis. Bishop now taking it the other way. Might be a shorthanded break, but it's whacked right out of there. Good work by Luke Gassett. Or rather, Shane Plummer as he comes across the line. Thrown on in front, and Sule might have just gotten a piece of it.
tomorrow they're going to have to come up with some sort of entry strategy because whatever's going on tonight, it wasn't working as well as the Braves would hope.
6.6 seconds left, so we will get one last draw. But Lindenwood going to take their home opener in their new building tonight with a big win, 6-1, the final, barring another goal here by Lindenwood. But the Braves were in it all the way early until...
No, the score does not tell the whole story.
Backhander off the post, and that'll do it. Lindenwood takes their home opener in their new building by a final of 6-1. And Sule a little bit slow to get up here, as I think he might have pulled something at the very end, and that's something to keep an eye on here. But he played a good game, gave his team a shot to win, but unfortunately just not in the cards tonight for Bradley.
Yeah, he did all you could ask for him, and Bradley did play tough. They're playing a very good team here. So, you just got to wash it out, come back tomorrow, and you got a clean slate. It'll be 0-0,
So the final score here from the Centene Community Ice Center in Maryland Heights, Missouri, it's Lindenwood 6, Bradley 1. And Lindenwood was only up 2-1 at one point in this third period, but then they scored 4 unanswered goals to close things down in fashion. Tremendous venue.
Thank you for tuning in. There's going to be lots of this team's going to be good this year. I think there's lots of exciting things to look forward to, so please stay with us throughout the season.
So the final score again, 6-1. Mitch, thank you for joining me here in Maryland Heights, Missouri. Glad you could make the trip. But again, the final score 6-1 in favor of Lindenwood. So that'll do it. Alongside Mitch Kaminski, I'm Matt Harrington. We say thank you for tuning in on the Bradley Hockey YouTube channel. Lindenwood 6, Bradley 1. We will see you next time.